Three, two, one, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to part 4 of Gimme God of War. Actually, on the YouTube uploads, I don't know what part it'll be because I have to chop up the video. Didn't get to stream yesterday. I kind of suspected that might happen. Let me go into the reasons why. So I use Steam, obviously, for my games. And Steam has its own built-in control software that allows you to pretty much, remap buttons and things like that. You can't really do like macros and scripts and things, but I mean, you can kind of do a little bit of that, but it's mostly just for convenience of, being able to do like shift buttons and remap buttons and whatnot. So I wanted to talk a little bit about this because for anybody that may be watching the playthrough wondering, why I'm complaining about the controls, or not necessarily complaining, but trying to get them tuned to where they work efficiently for God of War, especially on a difficulty level of Gimme God of War. It is kind of essential to have a good tuning of your controls that work for you. And obviously everybody's going to be different. So pretty much on every game that I play, I have what I call a default button mapping. And this is the default, for what the game, button mapping that's built in. So I call that menu, which is up at the top. And I'm actually going to go into my annotations here, just so I can label shit. So I leave that, as default. So whenever I go to like if I talk to an NPC or if I go into like a map or any kind of menu system, I need to be able to use the default controls. So I'll switch over to that, and I usually use the touchpad as a button to be able to do that. Now, getting over into my main controls and what I use actually in game, at least for God of War, this is my new button scheme. I have others, and I've been tuning it to try to get it to work the most efficiently for the gameplay of what I'm doing. And one of the things I was running into is I originally had my Atreus button for combat up at the top, which would be the left trigger up here. And I had the block where it is right now. And I was running into issues because you can't, I shouldn't say you can't, but I can't use two fingers or one finger to control two buttons. Trying to put it in between the two to try to do it is something that I was kind of doing on my last stream, but it was very difficult. So I needed to figure out a way where, I can, move Atreus's action to a button that was, not going to require me to also be shielding at the same time. Now, that was one of the conflicts I was having issues with. Now, some people will actually play where they'll have the index finger and the middle finger on the buttons and triggers. But I don't play that way, mainly because I have buttons that are on the rear of the controller, and I'll go ahead and mark them roughly where they're at. So I have 4 buttons on the rear of my controller, and I can remap them to pretty much any button on the controller, with the exception of like the share and options button and the center button for the PlayStation button. So I can do the D-pad, I can do the face buttons, triggers, bumpers, I can do L3, R3. And I decided, I needed to figure out what buttons were the most, what I would consider primary buttons that I need to be able to, have my finger over pretty much at all times or easily access to. So I need my left trigger for aiming, and I have gyro control for that, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then I have my light attack, my heavy attack. And then I wanted to figure out a way to add Atreus as far as his action and also evade. So what I did is I added my light attack. Let's see, I'll put it there. Heavy attack is over here. Sorry, the annotations are not the best. And then I put evade over here, and then I put Atreus there. So that's where my buttons actually, try to imagine that the controller is actually turned around the other way. Well, actually, no, because of facing it actually would be on that side. So I guess it is reading right. But so that's how I have those buttons. And then everything else is kind of secondary. Now, I did figure out a way where I could put the block and parry button on the right trigger. And that worked. The problem is I couldn't actually have my axe recall on that same button, because if you're trying to use the shield, you can't double up buttons. And that's another thing that I also do that Steam allows you to do, where you can double up buttons. And double up buttons is basically like, well, let me use rage as an example. So I have my rage button over here. I actually have it on the D-pad. Let me switch over to something a little bit easier to. So I have my rage button there. I'm actually thinking of maybe moving it back over here, because I have a Atreus arrow swap there on the touchpad. And let me go into. So on the rage option, I can put, on a single button press, 2 buttons, and it will actually press both of those. So I don't have to, sit there and press 2 buttons. I can just set that to 1 and it'll press and execute that command. I like to do that because the rage action can be a little finicky trying to press both buttons. I've had it where I'll press both buttons and it doesn't execute the rage. Could be me, could be user error, or it could be the game. I don't know. But I want to be sure that when I hit rage, it pops. So I do it that way. Sometimes though, and this is unfortunate, I'll press the same button combination trying to do something else and it'll pop rage on accident. I was actually having that happen on the first playthrough, or the first part of the playthrough, because I had L3 and R3 set for my rage and it just kept going off. So I have it now set to the B button and A, which is evade and interact. And there aren't too many instances where I would be pressing both of those at the same time, so I don't have to accidentally have rage go off when I don't want it to. I also moved, I never, and this is something that I should have probably started out with, I like to try to keep my thumbs over the thumbsticks at all times, or as much as humanly possible. And I never really want to be removing my left thumb from the directional, the main movement, unless, I'm doing something that is going to break movement that it doesn't really matter. So for example, if I go into rage mode, that means I need to take my thumb off the left thumbstick and access the D-pad. So I'll hit right now I've got rage set to the left D-pad button. And if I go into that, it doesn't matter, because that split second isn't really going to matter too much. I don't need to be moving because I have invulnerability. But any other time, I always want to have my left thumb over the thumbstick in case I need to move. Now, so I don't generally use the D-pad hardly ever. So you notice I also have, let's see here. I have my light attack and my heavy attack remapped to the D-pad. And then the D-pad buttons are actually remapped to the rear buttons on the back of the controller, because I don't want to be removing my thumb from the thumbstick on the left thumbstick, so I can always stay mobile if I need to. The right thumbstick, obviously I've got the face buttons, and those are kind of like secondary buttons that I don't need to be, have immediate access to, like I would for like evade or attacks or Atreus or whatever. So I've got my lock on button, which I don't use too often, but it is handy to have. The evade button is remapped to the rear, and I put that to the far right. And then I remap the quick turn from the D-pad over to the front face button, so I can do a pretty quick turn while I'm still moving. So if I'm running in the game and I need to do a quick turn or whatever, I don't have to take my thumb off the left thumbstick. I can take my thumb off the right thumbstick, do my quick turn, and I'm good. Originally, before I was going with this control setup, let me go ahead and export this. Show my original setup. I spent quite a bit of time redoing this. We'll go with this one. So this was the setup that I had originally. And if you notice, my block parry is on the trigger and my sun action is on the bumper. And that's what I played with on the last stream. And I was running into issues where I couldn't use Atreus to pull enemies off of me. And I had my block button up because, you know, I can't be pressing two buttons at the same time. Now, I know some people will be like, well, why don't you use your index finger and your ring finger or middle finger like you talked about earlier? Because I don't want to be removing my fingers from the rear buttons. So, my hands are, I wouldn't say they're small, but they're perfect size for the DS4 controller. The DS4 controller is maybe just a little small for me, but I'd rather it be just a tiny bit small than too big. The new PS5 controller for me feels a little too big. I think they just went a little bit too big on it. I can still use it, but if I have the choice between size, I'd probably prefer the DS4 over the DS5. But anyways, I had to figure out a way to kind of move Atreus, you know, and still be able to block, and, you know, a few other things too. The button config does get a bit confusing. I mean, obviously, if you're, you know, not used to doing any kind of button remap. Now, another thing that I like to do is I like to do my Super God Fist. Now, I've moved my Super God Fist over to the D-pad up button because if I'm moving with that, I don't need to have my thumb on the left thumbstick. So, but I need to disarm in order to go into Super God Fist mode. So I put the disarm on the right trigger. I also put the axe recall on there, and it doesn't conflict. It works perfect. I originally was using my aim with the, how should I say, the top right button because I don't like to, if I'm going to aim with one hand, I like to use the opposite hand for firing because otherwise I start getting cramps in my hand. So, or I could aim with my right hand and fire with my left, either or, but I don't like to do it with both unless it's like a single action, you know, aim and fire type of mechanic, which this game doesn't have. Although if I wanted to, I could set up controls to do that. So I actually had the aim and fire button on the top up here, and that worked really good. But I needed to move it in order to put my evade and a trace button in the rear buttons. So that means I needed to move my axe throw to the trigger. And I originally, like I said, I was using either my block parry button on the trigger, or, well, actually I was using block parry, or I was using Atreus. So I needed to come up with a way where I can still throw my axe, but using the trigger. So I used what is known as a mode shift. And the way mode shift works is it works like a shift key, like on a keyboard. If I press my left trigger and I use soft pulls just for speed, it will then go ahead and shift over to a different button action set, and it'll throw my light axe or light attack axe. And instead of having to spam it and press the button over and over again, I just set it to turbo and I can just hold it. And depending on how long I hold it will determine how far it'll throw. So it's really good on control. The only downside is if I wanted to do the the method where you can target multiple targets as one of Atreus's, Kratos' attacks. I can't do it with this, but I can do it manually with my other light attack button. I don't really use that ability too much, but it may be something I need to do later, like during the trials for Messewelheim or Niflheim. Maybe, we'll see. But I have never really used it that much. There are some instances where you're doing like maybe boss trolls or whatever that are really good for that. And then I got the axe recall, so I can literally fire off the axe and recall it with the same button. And then if I stop aiming, then I've got, I still got the ability to recall because I've got my disarm and recall on the same button without pressing the mode shift, which would be the left trigger, which is over here. Now the left trigger is just a single button for aiming. However, I've got it set up on gyro motion controls because I cannot, to save my life, aim with just using a thumbstick. I can do some general direction aiming, but precision aiming, I know people can do it, but I'm not one of those individuals. It's probably because I've been doing keyboard and mouse for so long, and now that I'm older, I feel like I'm fighting the controls more so by using the thumbstick. However, Steam has this really cool mechanic that you can pretty much turn on called motion controls or gyro. And I set mine to obviously the left trigger. So whenever I press it, it will turn on the motion controls and I can use the controller to aim with. Now, it's not the best. In fact, the aiming in God of War is, it's okay. It could be better. Horizon Zero Dawn, when I was playing that on the PlayStation, was really good. Like the aiming was very accurate. Same thing with like Zelda Breath of the Wild. But, that's using the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, which also has motion controls. So if you have problems aiming, motion controls is your friend. However, if you were going to play a game like Returnal, in my opinion, of course, I have not tried this, and obviously there are people that can play that game with a controller perfectly fine and have zero issues. But if you're anything like me and trying to aim with a thumbstick is, kind of like a nightmare, I don't know if motion controls would work too well with that game because it's such a fast-paced game. It's the only reason why I didn't buy the game on PlayStation. I was very interested in playing it, but for a game like that, for me, I need a keyboard and mouse. And I'm sure there are a lot of other people the same way, but, obviously there are people that are totally comfortable playing with the controller. I wish I was one of those people, but fine-tune aiming. Even Horizon Zero Dawn, I was able to play that with motion controls. But the being able to aim and fire in that game, there is not as busy as Returnal. Returnal is, I watched the playthroughs of that game and it's so busy. It seems like you're fighting the controls more than the game. And I don't really like to play games where, I'm fighting the controls more than the game. So anyways, that's part of the reason why I've been trying to get my controls tuned to get, properly working, because right now, as I'm going through a playthrough, it's not too bad. But once I start doing the Valkyries, I want to have the muscle memory, tuned and ready to go. And if I need to make any more adjustments before I get there, I want to try to get that, resolved. Oh, and we're going to actually pick up with the last save. I went back and looked over the saves that I did, testing out Mimir's head, and it turns out I can use this one after all. The only thing I kind of wanted to do is just not craft those the wrists, because I really don't need them. because I'm using tiers. I'm going to go back up to rock and just verify. I want to verify the Gem of the 9 before we progress, because like I said, once you progress, it's...
You're all bumfuzzled over there. Get going. Now you're talking.
Okay, so I went back and watched my video about the glowing Gem of the 9, and I'm going to go ahead and explain it in more clarity here, because I noticed when I was going through and doing the testing, I knew what I was doing, but I wasn't explaining it very well, regurgitating it back to the stream. And I was thinking of like editing it and putting it on YouTube. And I was like, nah, that's going to be a terrible video. I really need to do a more comprehensive video explaining it. But here's how it goes. After you collect the last Messewelheim cipher, which for me was actually in Freya's cave, you can go collect it, and you can do some other stuff if you need to before you visit Freya, which I did. I collected a few other things like the stag runic attack for Atreus. You can go and resurrect Mimir's head. After you resurrect Mimir's head, at that point, you want to go to Messewelheim, and you want to talk to Brock like we're doing here. And then when you do, you want to go to the enchantments, and you're going to have all these yellow exclamation points over all the new enchantments. And you want to go ahead. I don't know if there's any others that are missable, but I know Glowing Gem of the 9 will disappear if you don't do this. Again, I don't know why the devs did that, but whatever. So once you like scroll over it and you've literally unlocked it, at that point, then you can go and use Mimir's head to blow the serpent horn to summon the world serpent, which will go ahead and put you into the next phase of the game where it lowers the water, which we've already done. Online, there are several websites and tutorials or whatever that believe that the trigger to not being able to get the glowing gem of the 9 is by resurrecting Mimir's head. And that is not true. You can resurrect Mimir's head. The trigger is actually blowing the world serpent horn. So you can pretty much do anything up until that point. But there's really not a lot to do because unless you haven't cleared out the rest of the surrounding islands, which we had done all of that prior. So we were pretty much, there was really nothing left for us to do. So we rezzed Mimir's head, we went to Messewelheim, we unlocked it, and then we went and blew the horn. However, if you don't visit Messewelheim and visit Brock and check the enchantments before blowing the horn, you will lose the option of being able to buy this glowing gem of 9 later. And it's only going to be an issue if, for whatever reason, you want to use the realm shift. If you have no intentions of doing that, honestly, I would want to get it just something to play around with as a build type for like New Game Plus or something. But that's pretty much how that works. I think that's pretty much it.
Maybe
I do need to
time.
let me check. So we're gonna wait on doing the magical chisel, which will take us into fighting Magni and Modi, and we're gonna go around and do as many of the island quests as we can to collect more gear, whatnot. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so this is where I'm just trying to remember how to get in here. But I think one of the first things that I want to do is I want to try to get the new axe pommel, which is, I think it's called Forbidden Grip of the Ages. But we've got to go through this area over here. Let's see. Oh no, it's over here. So we have to, there's a traveler over here that we have to kill, but we can't take the elevator up. We have to go through like, there's like an entrance over here and it goes all the way around over here. After we kill the traveler, we can do the puzzle to get the Forbidden Grip of the Ages, which is, and I already looked up. The only thing you need is hack silver and world serpent scales, and it's a pretty dope pommel. It is better than the one that I have. And then from there, we'll kind of start going around to some of these others and seeing what we can knock out.
You two going in or what?
So, because I've had to remap my button controls, and I spent quite a bit of time on this yesterday, and I did some thorough testing, I'm pretty confident that this is hopefully the final control scheme that I'll be going with. However, I'm going to have to, recommit muscle memory certain controls, because now my shield button is on my bumper instead of on my trigger, because my trigger is now my disarm button. So I may go and hit my disarm button thinking I'm going to block, and I might get hit and die. So I also turned on the rectile for aiming. And just to kind of help, because sometimes I get a little bit lost, and it is a little bit more helpful. You know what? There's a bunch of dues still that we need to collect, so let's go ahead and do those, and then we'll head over to trying to get to the traveler and get that pommel. It's not just going to be a simple grab the pommel thing. There's a lot to it.
I can't believe Odin and Freya were ever married.
Love and hate are more closely intertwined than you might imagine. For instance, Odin hates the giants and they him. But Thor's own mother was the giantess Björgun, one of Odin's great loves.
So Thor's half god and half giant? Weird.
Once Björgun was gone, lonely ages passed. And as war with the Vanir raged, I could see what he really wanted beneath his bluster. And after no small amount of convincing, Freya agreed. For a while there, he really turned on the charm. He seemed happy. He seemed interested in making her happy. He granted her so many wishes I can scarcely recall them all. The peace held, and I truly believed all had worked out better than I could have planned. But Odin's true face showed itself again in the end. Oh, he won Freya's trust, and she taught him some of her Vanir magic, another choice she would live to bitterly regret. Sadly, despite his wise counsellors' best efforts to persuade him that peace was the only true path to stave off Ragnarok, Odin never let go of his obsession with Jotunheim. The taste of Vanir magic led him to new forms of experimentation and new levels of depravity.
Let's see if I can grab this map real quick. Actually, no, because it's not going to let me grab it because I'm going to get aggro. We'll be coming back here anyways.
That's an interesting gate. I wonder who built it.
Yeah, we already got this one. I think we got this one on the last part, which was Saturday.
You want to be here?
Well, let me double check something. Okay. Most of the dues are like right at the beginning. I don't think there's one here. I think this is where Brock is. Nope, it's not. Okay. One of the buttons that's definitely going to take some getting used to is I moved my evade button from the lower right to the upper right. And Atreus is now on the lower right. So we already got this one, which we got on Saturday. And looks like this one over here we must have grabbed already as well.
You want a beach here?
I was watching this streamer Sunday. His name is Faraz Khan, and he went to do a playthrough,
Obviously,
kind of like an SL1 run for.
How did Frey end up a hermit in the woods?
Oh, that was a singular piece of cruelty, even for Odin. As if the marriage wasn't punishment enough. Freya was better.
I'll let Mimir tell his story.
She stuck it out through all manner of indignity, all in the name of maintaining peace and safety for her people. But Odin's madness, his tyranny, his corruption of her magics, it became more than she could stomach, and at long last she broke it off. Odin's wrath was fierce, and his curses upon her were more than she dared to fear.
But her magic was so much stronger than his.
After so much time together, he knew her vulnerabilities and exploited them to craft curses she could never break.
Oh, like not being able to leave Midgard.
Worse still, he robbed her of her warrior spirit. Freya cannot fight, even to defend herself. No living thing may she harm by blade nor spell. In a world this belligerent, what choice does she have but isolation?
Poor Freya. I guess if I was her, I'd spit in your face too.
Aye, lad.
That's an important story about Freya. Okay, so now he's done with the story. I can go ahead and continue. So I was watching Faraz Khan do a playthrough, and basically what he was doing is Gimme God of War without leveling up. He was still like grabbing gear and picking up like Runic Attacks, but as far as like leveling up the axe, so like doing, I guess, a level 1 axe or whatever. And he's a pretty good gamer. I would definitely rate him what I would consider above average. And watching him struggle through Gimme God of War, and I still haven't, I didn't finish it. I only watched like the first part of it. But seeing him like struggle through that was painful. Like he wasn't, even he said, you know, he wasn't particularly enjoying it. It was just being just ridiculous. And I'm nowhere near the same level as far as gamer level as he is. So I don't think I'll probably ever attempt an SL1 run. It just doesn't look fun at all. Not on Gimme God of War anyways. Now for regular, like a regular playthrough, I think so. In fact, I think if I were to do one on Gimme God of War, I'd probably do a regular playthrough first of like an SL1 run, because at least with that you can change the difficulty as needed. And also discovered something that that people playing Gimme God of War don't have the luxury of having. So when you get to the late game and you need to start farming materials for your higher end armor to fight the last Valkyries, and I didn't know this because I never got around to doing this part of the game. Apparently you can go and do the trials and put it on story mode, which pretty much makes it a joke. And then before you go and loot the chests, you can change the difficulty back to the hard mode, not Gimme God of War mode, but challenge mode, which is hard mode. And you get the reward as if you did it on hard mode. Now, I don't know if that still works. Actually, it does. Not that I tested it, but the guy that did the video tested it on PC and he says it still works.
That would be Groa, the Knowledge Keeper.
However,
Gifted sorceress who gathered every tome of arcane wisdom she could find in the realms, all in the hopes of augmenting her powers of prophecy that she might find her lost husband, Arvandil. But it was not her husband she would glimpse in her visions, for it was Groa, seeing longer and farther than any before or since, who witnessed Ragnarok, the end and the beginning. When Odin caught word of her ultimate prophecy, he maneuvered to obtain her knowledge and hoard it for himself. Groa knew Odin as a long-time patron of her services, and so she welcomed him into her library as a friend. What she did not know is that Odin himself was behind her husband's disappearance, having used his enchantments to conceal his death at Thor's hands from her sight. Smiling, jealous Odin took her by the throat, and with his very hands he stole her library and her life for his own.
I always knew Odin was bad. That's just...
Ruthless, barbaric, heartless? That's Odin. In fact, we would do well to sit here in silence for the next few moments and reflect on Odin's capacity for cruelty. And so...
Reflect longer.
Kratos, reflect longer. I'm basically telling him to shut the fuck up. That's fucking funny. But anyways, getting back to the farming, I wanted to shut the fuck up so the story could play out, Mimir's story. But on Gimme God of War, you cannot use that trick or tactic because once you're on Gimme God of War, you cannot change the difficulty. So I'm kind of glad that they did that way because you don't, if you're watching another player doing a playthrough and they're just doing it on like normal, or even if they're doing it on hard for their first time, I wouldn't say it's not valid, but it's so much easier to cheat by doing that. But on Gimme God of War, I mean, there's really no cheating. You either can do it or you can't. And even like what I did, let me go into the menu. So I mentioned at the beginning of the game that I maxed out my XP and my hack silver. And I know some people be like, well, that's cheating. And to a certain extent, yes, but let me kind of clear up any delusions about that really being a cheat. So when you start the game, you only have access to level 1 abilities. And just because you have XP, it doesn't allow you to go and start unlocking all these other abilities because you still have to level up through the game by upgrading your axe, mainly your axe. That's the majority of the leveling. The gear is kind of secondary. It does help as well. So even if you have max XP and max hack silver, you're still behind a level wall. So it's not like you can just start Gimme God of War mode and be God mode because you've got max XP and max hack silver. All that does is it basically eliminates the requirement for me of having to farm XP and hack silver, which I can do and I've done before, but it's a very time consuming process and one I wanted to negate, especially on a playthrough, because I don't want to sit there for hours and hours farming, the XP on stream or in a recording. So I did that kind of ahead of time and just kind of, backed up that save. And now I can just play through without having to do farming on stream. I think the only farming I may need to do is when I get to the part of the game where, well, minus Messewelheim and Niflheim, but that's part of the game because the farming's a bit different. And once we get to that point, anybody watching will see exactly why. But I will need to do what I would consider a boring farm for hardened solid steel. I think it's a little bit later in the game. We won't be getting into it tonight. And if I can get to, I may have to do that farm on stream. Maybe, because it's not one of those that I'm going to want to play ahead and then save, do the farm and then save and then reload and play it again. So I'll probably do that one on stream, but I think that would be the last farm that I would do. Okay, so to kind of show what we're going to be doing, this is the Messewelheim Tower. And we need to go up there because there is a realm tier that will open, but you have to unlock it using the camera looking in different directions. However, in order to get up there, we have to go around over here, this area. So, and we have to like transverse all up there and around or whatever. There is quite a bit to getting around, and we have to come in through the back because over here where we just came from, there's an elevator, but it's broken. We can activate it once, I believe once we're at the top, and I believe after we kill the Traveler. Now there's a Traveler up there. You can see where I circled. He's just kind of sitting there. I don't think he aggroes until you attack him, much like the Valkyries. I'm not sure if I can activate the elevator before killing him or not. But we need to kill him first. After we kill him and basically clear that platform, then we can go ahead and do the puzzle to unlock the pommel. And then once we get that, I've already got the mats to upgrade it. And then we can go ahead and start doing some of the others.
I have a question. If Ymir was the first giant, where did he come from?
In the beginning, there was Ganungagop, the Great Void. There were no realms yet, only primordial forces. There was fire, and there was ice. And there in the void they met and produced.
Enough. No stories. Not while on foot. Our focus is the road.
Completely understand. I'll finish later, lad.
I need to check something real quick. Actually. Okay.
Nightmares, huh? What problem's pain? Right flag, coming!
Oh, I didn't want to do the wolves, but okay. I may need to switch the Atreus back to the top. I was having a little difficulty trying to fire off the shot and do the axe at the same time. It could be just the muscle memory not working. But that's a pretty easy, okay, we need to... We gotta trigger that. Oh, duh, it's right there. think what I really love about this game is the developers incorporated so many different elements and aspects from like other games. For example, like that corpse that's right in front of us that we're about to get to. I mean, it's very similar and derivative of Dark Souls. You know, you come across these, you know, fallen soldiers and there's some sort of like loot there. It's usually like hack silver. And a lot of the puzzles, for anybody who remembers original Tomb Raider before they made the new Tomb Raiders that kind of broke that formula, was also a lot like this. You had a lot of world puzzles you had to figure out to progress. And there's some other elements too from like other game. Oh, and The Last of Us, the first game, the way they did the relationship and the mechanics between Kratos and Atreus is very similar to what you experienced from Joel and was it Ellie? I think her name is Ellie, if I remember right. I only played it through once, so and like I felt like I was literally playing God of War, just, you know, not as action packed. So a lot of like influences there. I don't even remember if I want to come down here or not.
How was that?
Better.
Yeah, I keep wanting, let me try switching that because I keep wanting to hold that button. Yeah, I keep trying to hold it and it's kind of fucking up my flow, and I'm popping those damn wolves when I don't want to. I don't think we want to go this way. Yeah, I think we need to go back. I think this is just like a shortcut if we wanted to go back to, oh, wait a minute. Oh, this would take us back to the mountain. Okay, so if we wanted to go to the mountain, this would be the way to do it. Okay. Oh, great. A fucking witch. All right, looks like we just had the... Whoa, nope, nope, nope. Okay. Oh, this fucking bitch just fucking summoned more of these motherfuckers. Oh.
Watch out, Brawler! I hit you!
I didn't know she was gonna keep summoning those motherfuckers.
Here, boy. Another one.
This one is Thrym, a frost giant king.
Correct. A cunning one as well.
Is that Mjolnir? Did he steal Thor's hammer?
Aye, for a time.
A lot of these seem to end with Thor killing them.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I think we're about near the Traveler now. Now, this Traveler is no fucking joke. Oh, let's take a look at that actually. Okay. So we'll go ahead and save now that we've unlocked this, and that way if we need to come back, just in case, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to do them. Oh, one shot. I think I had full health. I didn't get to see the replay on that. I kind of fucked up my combo because I was hitting disarm instead of block. Ah, okay. want to use my arrest stone just yet. Let me try my other Runic attack first this time.
At the rest. Almost there. I'm not right.
I need to let Atreus get his charge on. Man, that's a loud explosion.
You okay, brother?
I'm not ready.
Yeah, he's not well, he's almost dead. Okay, it wasn't too bad. But I was pretty off on my game there.
What do we do with that?
We will show it to the dwarves.
Okay, let's read these.
Ah, I can read what this says now. But it's a name. Kara! Whoa! The name made it light up.
It's the name of one of the Valkyries. That's quite curious.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do this with the mouse. Let me go in because I want to use the aim button. I don't know. Okay, control. So I need to. Okay. Yeah, I want to use the mouse to do this. But let me check my notes because I need to see which direction it is. Okay, it's center, left, center, right, left. Jesus fucking Christ. Center, left, center, right, center. What the fuck? This is way too goddamn long. Center, left, center, right, left, center, down, right, left, center. Jesus fucking Christ, this is way too fucking long. There we go. Center, left, center, right. Hooked it up. Okay. I don't remember it being this fucking long. Okay, center left, center right. Left, center, down, right. Shit. Oh, I think that means I messed it up. I fucked it up again. 1 second. Center, left, center, right, left, center, down, right, left, center. I don't know what happened there. Didn't even get a little dong or whatever. Center, left, center, right, left. Fuck. Center, down. I'll probably have to redo this one too. Center or right, left, center. Try it again. Center, left, center, right, left, center, down, right, left, center. Oh yeah, got that shit. It is a little long, though. Longer than I remember. But I have a fucking memory of a fucking goldfish. Okay, now we're gonna go upgrade this motherfucker. We'll just take the boat because the load time's probably gonna take a while, so. We still have our res stone. This pummel might even put us at level 5.
Right then, we were in the middle of a story, weren't we? Regarding Ymir. Primordial fire and ice met in the great void, producing water.
Water?
More than water. The mystic lifeblood of something entirely new. From this water, Ymir took form and became a being of pure creation and chaos, mother and father to all that came after.
Even the Aesir?
Aye. Every god, man, and beast came first from Ymir's flesh. Or I can just tell you the story later.
I was like, where's my axe? But I threw it.
Hey, Brock, we found something interesting.
Did you now? Well, color me interested.
Now, even though it's going to be a downgrade, it's only a downgrade, but once we upgrade it, it's gonna be dope. Oh shit! You know what?
Chop some fuckers with that. Oh boy, you got some cleaving ahead of you.
Take a look.
Right. Lots of luck.
Okay, so we're gonna lose 2 runic and 3 luck, but we're gonna gain 10 defense, 10 vit, and 10 cooldown. So yeah, definitely worth it. And you also get a concussive wave at the end of a combo, which hopefully we'll be getting better at.
See, you boys ran afoul of some travelers. Or them travelers ran afoul of you, more like.
Who are they? What do they want?
Dunno. Oh, you ask a lot of questions. What's got you all bumfuzzled over there? Get going.
I'm gonna turn up the volume for the voices.
What'll it be?
Okay, so we can't craft it yet. This is a dope ass fucking chest piece. We should be getting the other travelers, and we'll be able to craft this. Let's see. Oh, I never really noticed that. Of course, I didn't really use these that much. The barehanded attacks get more. That's pretty dope. I usually use the chest piece, man. I like that waist, just the way it looks. But yeah, I usually craft the chest piece because it's pretty fucking dope. It's also epic. But we won't be doing that for a bit.
All right, we'll scoot then.
Actually, I want to check Atreus' upgrades.
And for Junior?
Okay, we need the hardened.
What's it gonna be?
All right.
Next time.
Okay, now that that area is cleared out, let me go ahead and pull up the map here. Okay, so this is all cleared here. I'm gonna have to take a bio break. Let's get to the next spot. Maybe try to get over here and see if that goes. So go this way.
Follow me, Atreus.
On my way.
I don't think there's anything over here. So I think we want to go over here. Is there another traveler right here? I think there's another traveler here. I guess we could kill this fool.
What's that down there?
Unless the elevator's broken here too. We need to probably reset our health.
Can you finish that story you started?
I can indeed. Where were we? Oh, Ymir, the first giant, had emerged from the void, and every form of life began to spring forth from Ymir.
Yep, broken.
Or I can just tell you the story later.
This is a long fucking puzzle. I want to do the one with Brock though first. All right, let's go this way. Come back for that one.
Amir, can you finish that story you started?
I can indeed. Where were we? Oh, Ymir, the first giant, had emerged from the void, and every form of life began to spring forth from Ymir. Though it was the Aesir who thought themselves so superior that they should hold dominion over the rest of creation. It was Odin who took arms against his creator and spilled Ymir's lifeblood with his spear. A necessary evil, he would say, to bring order to the realms. From Ymir's torn flesh, Odin would fashion the realm of Midgard for his own. Called himself All-Father, as if he was the creator and not the creator's destroyer. A small, covetous tyrant.
Amir?
Huh? Oh, sorry, my boy. You know, I think it best we just end it there, actually.
I think this is where Brock is. I don't use the map too much because I find it to be too cryptic to be of benefit. It's good for like generalization, but you really just have to just explore.
Should we dock on this beach?
Okay, looks like we found it. Well, I don't know. I think this is where we want to be. Just testing out my gyro. I made some adjustments to it. kill a seagull or two. Okay, Odin. I have Odin. I hear you. Where the fuck are you? Okay, I think he's over here. There he is. So we've almost got half of them now. Okay, there's Brock.
Looky who decided to show. Talk to this here ring.
What? I can't hear thoughts from rings, Brock. It's talking to me! It's Andvari!
Ha! Knew it.
He says he went to the Velander mines to observe his mistake, but then the Soul Eater attacked, so as he was being ripped apart, he cast a spell that removed his soul and put in this ring. And then he...
What about all his stuff?
Huh?
Andvari had a workshop here with all sorts of posh doodads and ornatery tools, and one beaut of a hammer. You make mention of it still in there?
You're upsetting him.
Your point? You fellas take Andvari with you and go have a look-see. If you find his hammer, I'll whip up something real nice for you. Hey now, don't go forgetting your entry stone.
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick bio break. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. One thing I didn't mention, I probably should have done this a little sooner. The Valkyrie fight that's in the cutscene video when I BRB, that is actually a playthrough of Gamebreaker God, and he's a YouTuber. You can just look up Gamebreaker God. In my opinion, he's the best God of War player I have ever seen. He is just phenomenally good. But that video is from his playthrough. Okay.
Andvari isn't happy about us taking his stuff.
I do not care.
I'm not gonna tell him that.
Yeah, fuck it, we'll take it. I'm gonna reset my health, so I'm gonna just go ahead and die. Yeah, just reset our health. Fuck it.
Ready to go now! Watch out, father!
I kinda wish there was another way to, like, reset health in this without having to die.
No!
Okay. These rats, bunch of dumb fuckers, are running to the enemies.
Hostiles.
Behind you, brother!
Where are you, motherfuckers? Oh, you fucker. Oh, you motherfucker. Ah, fuck you.
One more to go. That's the last of them.
Bunch of infestations here.
Anvari says this dwarf was part of his crew. That he died because of his mistakes.
Fuck.
He
I
sounds
think we're gonna have to come back.
sad.
The ring's grief is of little importance, boy.
Because there's a treasure here, and I don't think we have the map. It's fine. I mean, I can come back. Just, yep, we don't have the map. Fuck. Oh, I guess we have to lower it.
He did not like that. He's warning us not to go down there.
Stop listening to the ring, boy. It cannot be trusted.
Could have sworn I heard a fucking Eye of Odin. Ah, fuck off. Ah, fuck off. Fucking place is infested. Yeah, thanks, Mimir. See ya. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, fuck off, dude. Thought there was another trigger that we needed to fucking do. These fucking dark elves, man, they're a bunch of fucking pricks. don't remember how to get to that chest. I don't think we dropped down, but we'll check it. Oh, okay, we can shimmy over. Okay. I didn't see the markings. They're right fucking there. Fucking blind. I think it's because it's white instead of yellow. It's kind of throwing me off. Oh, good. We need serpent scales because we used them all. And we upgraded this pommel.
Silence that ring, boy.
I don't know how.
He should have said, I do not care. Whoa. Dude, Atreus, yeah. I moved that button for Atreus and that is helping a lot more. Like I'm able to literally attack 2 attacks at the same time. That's fucking dope. But I have control over it. Like I can stagger. I can use Atreus to stagger and then go in for the attack. Fucking, once I get that master, it's going to help a lot. It won't help with Valkyries, but it'll definitely help with like, you know, just normal trash. I'm still not used to my block button because I had to move it. I don't know if we want to go up right here yet. I think this takes us to the chest that, yeah, was hidden behind here. Okay. The first time I played through the game, I could not figure out how to get to this fucking chest.
Boy.
Treasure map. All right.
And it's kind of like a shortcut too. But I mean, it's real easy, but I'll show what happened and why I missed it. I mean, it was my own fault. It's pretty obvious actually, but so when I initially came down here, and I think part of it too is because I just didn't look left. I just missed it. So I just went forward and I couldn't figure out how to get there. And I was running around here like an asshole trying to figure it out. Okay, so. Fuck, this isn't the one that we wanted. I believe, yeah, this is the one. So the Traveler that we just killed where we got the pommel, this is where we got to go to get that. I was hoping it was the one in here so I don't have to come back. So yeah, still gonna have to come back. I believe there's an ancient in here we have to kill.
A soul eater.
And a traveler. Guard up.
But he doesn't activate right away. Oh, it's a traveler. Okay, the traveler, like the Soul Eater doesn't activate as long as we don't, aggro him. I don't know if he can be cheesed or not. I mean, I can kill him, but I was just kind of curious. Oh, great. Oh, shit. Okay.
Ready and wait.
Fuck! Oh, he missed me. Or no, he did hit me. Oh, shit. God damn it. I didn't know that these fuckers were in here. Oh, fuck.
Hit ya!
Finish him off, Triss.
A dead Soul Eater. What's a Soul Eater even doing here? What do you mean?
He's not dead.
Boy, ignore him.
It's sort of tough for me to ignore.
Yeah, I'm definitely liking the controls a lot better. I'm still fucking up on mistakes from muscle memory, but I feel potential here. So much better than before.
He says the chest will trigger a bunch of traps.
Yeah. I think it activates the Soul Eater. Pretty much an ancient.
I see the traps.
Sounded so sure about it.
It's dope. Pretty sure he awakens now, right? I could have sworn that triggered him. Why is he not waking up? maybe on the way out he activates.
Be ready!
Need more time.
Fuck off. Ah. I guess the other one didn't follow us down. There he is.
Focus up, boy!
Oh, great, he's fucking turning.
I see improvement.
So do I. So the treasure, I believe, is right here. Or no, wait, maybe it's up here. But you have to have the map in order to even get collect it. There's a bunch of assholes we're gonna have to fight. Actually, it may be over here. I know it's around here somewhere. I had to actually look it up because I could never find it.
Anvari says his workshop is up there. But I know. Don't trust the talking ring.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fucking assholes up here. Bunch of those fucking dark elves. Oh, there he is. Awesome. Shit. Be nice if I could fucking see. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking die. I don't have my fucking... Oh shit, there's more of them? Whoa! More of these assholes? Are you fucking kidding me? Ah, fuck off. Jesus fucking Christ, what a bunch of fucking pricks. Yeah, that's a pretty dope ass talisman.
Boy.
Father, please, just listen. Invari's crew did something bad here. He's glad you destroyed his lab, and he's sorry he kept trying to trick us. His hammer is just through this gate.
Boy.
Yes, sir. Okay, that's going in the journal.
Okay, it's not a map. Damn it. I was hoping it'd be a map.
This is a fine hammer.
Invari says thank you.
I think there's a lizard that pops up here.
Should we keep him?
We will talk to the blue one.
Here we go!
Yep, there he is.
I don't think so! Sorry, not ready!
I did not want to do that. Now I gotta wait for my fucking cooldown. I could have sworn that the ancient came alive. I'm gonna backtrack, so I need to make sure I don't. Well, I am gonna have to come back as that fucking treasure map that we're gonna have to pick up. It's in this tower right here. Maybe he doesn't come alive. I could have sworn he did. Maybe it's just the Traveler. I'll have to go back and check my notes, but I'm pretty sure that thing came alive. That was relatively easy. I don't think we died once in here. Oh, well, we did die to reset our health, but aside, that was deliberate, but I mean, yeah. Because usually those dark elves, they give me trouble because there's so many of them. But I did use Atreus a bit more as far as crowd control, which really fucking helped a lot.
You two find that hammer, or you too busy looting every keyhole and cranny?
Here, the Alchemist Hammer. His spirit is a nuisance.
Yeah, Andvari always was an asshole. Hell of an alchemist, though. Hand him over here and I'll melt him down.
What? You're going to melt down your friend?
A trapped soul's what I need to give your reward some extra oomph. You don't want it?
Father, we can't do that. Here, you hold on to him. He's really useful, I promise.
Fine. So long as he proves his worth.
Kid's a bit of a softie, huh? Well, he'll grow out of it.
Let's see if he's got anything. So we have to actually craft the fucking thing. Oh no, it's an upgrade. Okay, so this is if we want to upgrade it. I'm gonna wait.
What'll it be, Shorty?
Still need one more shard to craft this thing. Because I think, I believe once we craft it, we get 3 sockets. But man, we lose a lot of fucking runic. Well, maybe not that much. It's only 14 runic. Because we'll be, when we upgrade it, I have to take a look at it. I know I used it as one of my primary chess pieces.
Yeah, next time.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's just check the map. Is this the fire ancient we fought earlier? Or is it another one? I don't know. Fuck it. I definitely want to craft that ancient gear because that shit will be really good for those fucking witches.
Ed, you are full of stories. When will you tell one that entertains?
I beg your pardon?
He just insulted you.
Yeah, I got that. So you want a corker, do you? Very well, my brothers. I'll tell you the story of Rooney, the Brawler. The real story.
There was a huge battle, right? His shrine had him in the middle, fighting off Aesir.
A pretty story, but no. Hrungnir, you see, was born with neither head nor heart. So the giants had to complete him with stone. He was strong, to be sure, but also a perfect simpleton. Odin met him wandering in Midgard one day. Found him so amusing, so harmless, so gullible, that he invites him back to his palace in Asgard. There he gives Hrungnir his fill of mead and goads him into all manner of boasts and antics, all for the amusement of the court. I was there. I saw the Aesir laugh as Hrungnir leapt upon his shield and swore he'd kill us all and take our womenfolk back to Jotunheim. Then Thor shows up. And does he laugh? Oh no. Thor takes one look at the drunken stone buffoon and brings down Mjolnir on his head so hard that he's got chunks of Hrungnir in his own skull to this day. Or I can just tell you this story later.
I think there's werewolves here.
Here. Boy.
Sir! Hey, it's another treasure map.
I'm gonna be pissed if it's that one that I needed. Okay, it's not. Oh, let's go do the kneel before Thor one. Let's go do that because it's right at the...
Come here. Can you finish that story you started?
Oh, we can use the fucking elevator. Awesome.
Where were we? Oh, Hrungnir's stone head is smashed to pieces by Thor's hammer. Thor is so startled by the face full of rock, he doesn't notice Hrungnir's body topple right onto him with a sickening crunch. You know what? I'll tell this one later.
I was thinking we were going to have to go all the way around, but this saves a lot of time. Oh, I never noticed that before. That mark on the ground there. I believe it's down there. I think it's over here. There it is.
Found it!
Unstable ore. Okay. Dude, yeah. Oh yeah, let's check that out. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god. You know what? I might put that over here. Yeah, I think we're going to get rid of that strength one. Jesus. Dude, we're level 5. That's crazy. I'm not really ready to let go of my Talisman of Unbound Potential. It's just too goddamn OP. Oh, wait a minute. If we're level 5, that means we can unlock our fucking abilities now. Bank. Check. Oh, no. I thought once you got to level 5, maybe it's with the, maybe you have to do it with the axe. Okay, it probably, yeah, it goes off the axe instead of the armor. Okay, that's fine. It's not a big deal. So technically, you could actually play the game as an SL1. I know it's not SL1, you know, level 1, but you could upgrade all the rest of your gear. It'd still be a motherfucker to do. I'd say mainly in the beginning. Like once you're going and you're getting armor and you're getting abilities, even though you're doing a level 1 axe, I could see the potential of it being more possible. I would probably only do it if I did like the, you know, if I had, you know, the hack silver and skills unlocked. Or not skills unlocked, but the skill points. Just to negate farming. All right, let's go do this one over here.
Can you finish that story you started?
I can indeed. Where were we? Oh, Thor smashes the stone head of Rooney and falls upon him with a sickening crunch. And again, the roars of laughter echo through the palace halls.
That's an awful story, Mimir. Nothing like the ones Mother told me.
Let that be a lesson, my son. Truth is seldom so pretty as myth and legend.
Oh, is this where the ancient is? Oh, no. No, this isn't. Okay, I think we have to come in from around the other side. Oh, wait a minute. This is an ancient. That's right. Yeah, I want to go around, and I think there's a way to unlock that on the other side. I see you, motherfuckers.
After it!
Crap, I don't remember what the symbol is. Actually, I think we can hit it from up there. This track reminds me of Ultima Online.
What's that down there?
Oh my god, these fucking witches again. Waiting for my cooldowns to come up. Actually, I think they're already up. Where's the other one at?
You two make quite a formidable duo.
I guess we already got them both. I thought there was another was two. Am I missing something here? Oh. All right. So one of the things that you need to do in this game, when in doubt, if there's something you can't figure out, look up. Always look up. There's a lot of shit that you can miss. Actually, let's go back over here. All right, 26 more. Yeah, I think we have to hit it from the top. Maybe not. This is like one of the longer areas. Some of them are short, some of them are kind of long. I mean, I don't mean long like it's a bad thing, but it does require more to get through it.
Here, boy.
Yes, sir. Wonder who wrote this.
This is a really cool puzzle here. Oh, we've already done this one, but we do need to slide down. So, that one will take us, I believe, to the ancient that we skipped just a minute ago. And then this one. Yeah, we should take this one. Because we can loop around and then take it. If we do the ancient, then we gotta go all the way to take the boat, and it's a big backtrack. Yeah, it's okay. But, I mean, once you get Forbidden Grip of the Ages, I mean, it's kind of like... So this is a shortcut back up here. I'm not really sure the point of that. Oh, wait a minute. Well, I guess we'll find out. And this is where we came from. Yep. Wait a minute. So apparently that got blocked because it was open. That's how we got up here to begin with.
Want to see what we can trade those for?
I'm a little rusty on this puzzle, so it might take me a bit. I'm gonna have to come back. If we go forward, I'm gonna have to come back, but that's okay.
Huh.
Okay, we did it right the first time. Well, we do have that shortcut unlocked, so I guess it's okay if we go forward.
Father, over here.
It is a nice view of the mountains. And looking at scenes like this on an OLED is fucking nuts. Because the screen is so bright. I mean, it's really fucking immersive. I'm probably gonna have to come back through here anyways. Let me check my map real quick. Okay, I kind of know where that's at. I think there's another traveler here that we have to fight. Oh shit. I just got fucked up. He's like, this is my porch, motherfucker. Get off. Get out of there!
Okay back there.
So, I know some people will be wondering, why the fuck did you do that again? So, the way certain runic attacks work is you can do a base attack, which will only do like 3 hammers, and then you can do like a kind of like a turbocharge attack. And I was gonna try to do the base attack, but I ended up hitting the button one more time, and it put me into the charge attack. Like, you can just do 3. Let's try to just do that again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we did the base attack. Damn it. So he's just constantly throwing out unblockable attacks. I may have to kite him around. I can do that. I don't like to have to do that, but I guess we can do it. Let me change up my runic attacks. We might go with that. That might work. That won't work. That would work, but it's lower damage, so Strike of the Guard will be another option. It is 39 seconds, too. That comes up pretty quick. 78 seconds. Go with that. Okay. Nope. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So we're going to have to use runic attacks that are more long range. If I can get Atreus to pick up aggro. I did dodge. I don't know why I didn't get the dodge.
On my way! Atreus must have been busy.
me change something real quick. Wow, that thing has a huge AoE range.
I'm coming to you.
It's a much larger AoE range than I remember. Alright, fuck it. We don't need to get that close to him anyways. What the fuck? I hit my goddamn dodge button.
Hang on.
These are easy attacks to dodge too. It's not like Dark Souls where it's got like ridiculous tracking. I have no idea why I'm not dodging. My reflexes ain't that slow. I'm not that fucking old.
Focus up, boy.
That's awesome. He didn't even go into the charge that time. This is why I don't like using runic attacks on like bosses and shit, because you get no iframes and you're kind of locked into an animation and leaves you open. But even using range attack, runic attacks, I'm still kind of getting fucked over.
Watch your back!
I'm just gonna run from him. Oh!
Behind you!
Look out!
This guy's a fucking asshole.
From behind!
From behind! You don't look
I'm gonna res.
Brawler! Be okay.
Jesus, he got me from behind. This guy is an asshole. I need to get a little bit closer to that Damn it.
I'm coming to you! Almost ready! Ready, father! Father! Father!
Get too many failed dodges. Like, I dodged. I should have missed that, but yet I still fucking got hit.
Prepare yourself.
Behind you, brother!
Watch your back! Behind you!
You're gonna be all
God damn it.
I'm coming to you! You alright? Need more time! Tell me what... Watch your back! Watch your back!
Whoa.
Need more time! Watch your back! Behind you, look out! Tell me when! I'm not ready!
Whoa.
Look out, father! Sorry, not ready!
Yeah, you can piss right off. Ah, okay, now he's weak. Should have popped my talisman.
Look out!
Got that motherfucker. This ain't your porch anymore. This is my fucking porch. Get off my porch. That guy was an asshole. Probably should have popped rage at the end to get some health back, but that's okay. All right, let's look at the goodies. Reduces the the rage cost. So we got 2 of these now. Using attacks while Spartan Rage by 15% stacks up. Shit, that's fucking dope. Oh wait, that's what we already have equipped. So we got perk activation chance to grant gift of the defense when Kratos' health drops. Okay. Luck and cooldown. Yeah, there's nothing really I want to replace that with. Okay. I believe we can craft the Traveler's chest armor now. And we do need to go get another res stone, so we'll go do that. Yeah, he was an asshole. He was all fucking pissed. I guess I could have taken the teleport, but the reason I'm not using the gates as much is because the load times are much quicker on PC than they were on the PS4 and even PS5 with this game, because I've seen the test. The boat ride's probably shorter instead of like going into the gate and loading, or it might be about the same. We'll try it and we'll see how fast it is, but I imagine it's probably going to be longer. I think it really depends on what map it's loading. We are already in the main map, so it might be quicker.
Let's sort you out. Say the word, kid.
Oh shit, we can do our Talon Bow. Alright, let's hold up on that for a second. Yeah, we don't want that. Okay, we can craft it. We just can't upgrade it.
Wear it with pride.
Yeah, we that's a lot of fucking traveler shards.
Son? Got them dead with arrows.
Awesome.
Anything else for you?
So we lose 6 strength and 14 runic, and we gain defense and vitality, but really mainly vitality. So right now this isn't really all that great, even if we were to transfer our sockets over, but when we go into the second one, it might be. You know, I'm going to reload. Hold on.
Now, about that other thing.
I might wait to do that chest piece because I don't think I'm going to use it. Let's try this one. I don't know if it's before I did the upgrade or not. Because I might end up going with like maybe the waist guard or the chest or whatever. Okay, this is the wrong one.